Okay, a little work later. I had that piece secured, shaped, shined up, and what I ended up doing is I soldered it with regular copper, and then I put a little bit of drops of solder inside these two holes here, and that's a good mechanical fit. It's tight, it's good to go. So the kabaki is done for the sword. Then I had to find wood to make the scabbard and or sheath out of, and because it's going to be cylindrical or oval shape to match the guard, went to the hardware store and I found 2-inch round stock, a bit of wood, 4 feet long. I cut this at 24 inches because from the guard to the tip of the blade is 22 3/4 inches. That'll give me a little overhang at the end to clean up and make it look nice. But the good thing is, if I mess this up, I have another piece because I have 2 now since I cut it in half. So let's see how the bandsaw does. I'm cutting this round stock in half so I can attempt to shape out the blade on it and begin my chisel work. Hey YouTube, welcome back to JT. Cut. Hey YouTube, welcome back to JT Bladesmithing. Hope you all enjoyed your Christmas. Let's see, the katana, making the scabbard. Don't know much about it, so I did some research last night, reached out to a friend of mine, or an acquaintance. Okay. Next step of the process was to split the board. So I did. Took my bandsaw, table saw, and then I had to carve the shape of the blade into one of the sides so that it fits when you run the steel into the wood. It's close. Now obviously you can see that this is not straight in the middle because of the cutting, but the opposite side fills that gap in the middle so that when it's pressed tight, there's next to no seam. So, gluing it up. I was talking to a guy at Home Depot when I bought the glue, and I picked the right glue because I've used it before, but he also recommended it. And what he said, he asked what project I was working on, I let him know. And he said that in order to help prevent the glue from getting into where the blade is at, use a little router and route a channel on both sides all the way down. That way, when I put the glue in and press it, I can separate it and make sure that it's not running into where the steel's at, which I think is a great idea. Thankfully, I do have a little routering tool for my Dremel. So I'm going to router a little channel around this and do a test fit with the glue, see what it looks like, and then I'm going to put a whole bunch of clamps all the way across, and I'm just going to let it sit. Now the cure time on the glue says 30 minutes. I like to let things go longer, so I'm probably going to let it sit for a couple hours. That's where we sit for now with our sheath, or as people call them, a scabbard. Update on the Katana wood. Got it glued together, have the wood in place. Switch hands here, just walking around. So, I had it notched out, and I put very rudimentary channels in there, so I can see where the glue went into where the steel was supposed to go, and it trapped the steel in there. I've got a little brown spot in here, down on this end, but so I gotta clean that up. Things did get put on pause shortly. A few months back I did a thing on men's health and whatnot. It's very important. I'd like to stress men's health again. Pay attention to your blood pressure. Kinds of other things going on in your body. If you feel your heart racing, anything like that, go get looked at. Check your blood pressure regularly. Eat healthy. Exercise. On Sunday, December 29th at approximately 12:30 a.m., I suffered a minor heart attack. Now, thankfully, I'm trained in first aid, heart attack, CPR, AED operations, and I was able to recognize what was going on with myself, so I drove myself to the emergency room. Underwent a little bit of a surgery a few hours later and was able to come home yesterday. So pay attention to what's going on with your body. I will be recovering for a couple weeks, but that's what counts. Chin up, always stay positive. I'm going to put this out, and I will continue back on that once I have full use of my extremities in the whole 9 yards, and I'll catch you then. But till then, Happy New Year. Stay safe.